Hi, everybody. It's Adele Frizzell here.
Tiffany here.
And today we're going to be talking about flexible dieting and how it can help you lose weight, gain muscle, improve athletic performance, even manage your weight. And flexible dieting is not new for our clients, but it is new for a lot of people who come and work with us. And we're going to talk about what it is and why you might want to try it and what the benefits are in today's Facebook Live. So if you're listening, can we get some love? Could you like or comment and let people know that you're watching, so the Facebook algorithms give us a little bit of a boost and show this Facebook Live to other people? We'd really appreciate it.
Yep, and I do have over here to my side, my other screen has got the Facebook video going. So if any of you have any comments that you want to post in there or ask any questions, just pop them in and I'll let Adele know, or one of us will respond to you. And if we don't respond to you during the call, we'll always check those comments after the call and respond to them then.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, definitely tap us for knowledge. We want to help you with your goals. You join this group. A lot of people have joined this group because they want to lose weight, or they want to get healthier, or they want to feel fitter. And so use us. That's what we're here for. Ask us questions.
Take advantage of this free coaching that we give you guys every week.
Yeah, exactly. So flexible dieting, right? It's a wonderful way of learning about nutrition and being able to lose weight, as I mentioned, maintain your weight, grow some muscle, improve athletic performance, etc. Basically, it's a way of dialing in your nutrition to get the results you want. And we do that by counting macros. And it can feel a little complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's very freeing. Mm-hmm. And so Tiffany herself actually used macro tracking and counting macros in order to lose 80 pounds. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, Tiffany?
Absolutely. In case you guys did not know, if you're new here, I have not always been thin, fit, healthy, and unstoppable. It just has not been my experience with life. I actually spent the majority of my adult life obese, pretty heavily obese. At my heaviest, I was 202 pounds, not related to pregnancy or immediately after giving birth. I think that my highest pregnancy weight was 206. And then I kind of settled at 202 pounds like a year and a half after my daughter was born. So I can't even say at that point that it was pregnancy related. It was just me related. So I understand the struggle. I understand how difficult it can be trying to find that work-life nutrition goal habit balance. It can be a lot. It can feel very overwhelming, and it can feel impossible at times. And I think that sometimes the hardest thing about reaching your goals is getting outside of your own head. Like, we are our own worst critic. We're our own worst, just everything. We're really harsh on ourselves. And whenever we fail one time, we say, well, that's it. I'm a failure. I'm done. We give up too easily. Instead of, if it was someone else, you messed up, but I would encourage someone else to continue. But if I didn't have anyone in my own corner, sometimes, we're just really hard. We don't always know how to make that forward progress. But basically, I found out about counting macros through a friend. I was very resistant to it at first because I was like, tracking macros, weighing all of my food, using a food scale. I don't think so. I don't have time for that. I, at this point, had 3 kids. I was constantly on the go. Like, I just didn't feel like it was realistic for me to be able to do that. But I had that moment, and man, I hope that none of you get that moment to the point to where I did. My moment was pure just devastation of not being happy with my life, being happy with my choices, being happy with basically everything. And that was my breaking point. And I said, you know what? I may not want to track macros, but from what I've seen from everyone else that I've seen doing it, it works. So I'm going to give it a try. And I tried, and I did not look back. I lost, initially, it was over 80 pounds. It took me time. Obviously, it didn't happen overnight, and that didn't even happen in a year. That was probably over a 2.5-year period. I got pregnant with my 4th child during the middle of all of that. Yes, it was quite the journey, lots of ups and downs. And that kind of also points out something else that we tell our clients is there's no perfect time to diet. It's just not ever going to be perfect. You're always going to have life events, stress, work, travel. It's always going to happen. So if we keep saying, well, I'm going to wait for the perfect time, then it may never happen. So you have to kind of make that choice of when you're ready versus when you want it to be perfect, and be realistic about it. As I mentioned, my journey, it took several years. I didn't do it overnight. But even now, I still track macros. I'm getting ready for, I want to do an NPC bodybuilding competition, basically getting on a stage in a teeny tiny bikini because, why not? So I'm tracking macros to help make sure that I'm hitting my nutritional goals and getting my physique exactly how I want it to be for that event. And once I'm done with that, I'm probably going to continue to track macros because I'm going to be focusing on building more muscle mass. And again, I'm going to need to make sure I'm fueling my body appropriately to gain muscle. So macros are not just for weight loss. They can be for weight loss. They can be for maintenance, and they can be even for trying to improve your overall body composition by growing muscle mass as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. And, I love that I didn't love that you're in so much pain that you're finally ready to make a change, but sometimes that's what's required. But what I love is that you just did it and you learned as you went, and you adapted and you got better. And one of the things because I know your story, one of the things I really like is how you would still make room for ice cream most nights when you were flexible dieting. Because a lot of people think that they have to cut out carbs or gluten or grape or seed oils, or that's the latest thing. It's so bizarre. Like they have to do something really extreme to lose the weight, and you
no sugar.
Yeah. And when you do something extreme and you become a social hermit, you're not really practicing any skills that will help you to maintain the weight, because you can't remain a social hermit forever. You're still going to need to eat out and go to events and parties and celebrations. And so flexible dieting is really great for that because it's not extreme. It might sound extreme to weigh your food, but you can eat anything you want as long as it fits your macros. So, and like you ate ice cream and you still lost 80 pounds. So let's talk a little bit then about flexible dieting. So,
well, real fast.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, we've got a few people on here. We've got Patty,
oh, lovely.
Bronwyn. I'm not sure if I said your name right. I'm sorry if I messed it up, but she's on here. Joan is on, and then Bree, Coach Bree is also on in the comments as well. Thanks for coming to the call, guys. Let us know if you have any questions about anything.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we know that there's more to fat loss than healthy eating, believe it or not. You can still lose weight and enjoy a Snickers bar every day, or in case, Tiffany's case, ice cream every day, because calories in and calories out is still the most important factor when it comes to achieving a healthy body composition. It's not so much what you eat, it's how much you eat. And a lot of people don't want to hear this, I know, but this is a truth moment, okay? It's really that simple. I mean, certainly there are situations where disease or hormonal imbalances and food allergies can make it more difficult to lose weight, but this is a lot less common than a lot of health gurus would have you believe. And if someone says to you calories in versus calories out is a myth without qualifying that statement, treat it as a red flag. It illustrates a clear lack of respect for scientific evidence to the contrary.
Turn it around, walk away.
Yeah, if you drop calories low enough, you will lose weight. This kind of advice, though, targets people who are often frustrated with their inability to lose weight, but usually have no idea how many calories they're consuming in a day. And so, many of these social media health gurus will promote things like detoxes and cleanses as a solution. But, those things are not going to help you with your goals. You cannot detox your way into fat loss, sustainable, permanent fat loss. And why are there so many of these on the internet? Let me give you a dirty little secret. Selling supplements in this industry can be a path to riches, and there's little accountability. The FDA doesn't have the power to review supplements for effectiveness. As a result, products promoting weight loss are sold to desperate consumers. They're also marketed to middlemen who want to make money selling health supplements. And there's also other health coaches out there who buy these, what they're called white label programs off of the internet. They brand them in their own colors and name and everything, and they sell them gut healing protocols, detoxes, cleanses, detoxes. And these are just cookie cutter programs that basically people are promoting all over the web and making money on. And some of these coaches really don't know what they're talking about. They are not evidence-based. I don't usually like to slam other coaches, but I see it so much and it really bothers me. You know, dietary supplements can be beneficial to your health, but you need to be careful with them because people have died from supplements that they've gotten off of the internet, and they may not be effective and they may not be safe. Okay.
Well, and something else that I think that a lot of people don't even consider whenever they're taking more supplements is that you're literally adding things to your body. And if you're already on medication, you don't know how that's going to react with any current medication that you take. And I mean, let's face it, I don't know the exact stats, but I know that a high percentage of 1 out of 10 people are on some sort of daily medication each day. Do you know what the stats would be on that for people who take?
No, not off the top of my head in the US. I don't know why 7 is going through my head, but I'm not even going to guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to throw that out there because I might be wrong. But I mean, it just kind of points out that a lot of people are on some sort of medication every day, whether it's birth control, whether it's antidepressant medicine, anxiety medicine, ADHD medicine, things like that. You never know how those supplements are going to react with that. So if you ever do want to start a supplement, talk to your physician.
Yeah.
Because you want to make sure you rule that, or pharmacist. Yeah. You want to make sure you rule out any kind of health issues from combining the two.
Yeah. So back to calories in, calories out. Like most people have no idea how many calories they're eating a day. So they're led to believe they have some kind of abnormality. I mean, even overweight individuals who eat healthy, and we get a lot of clients who are like, I eat healthy and I don't understand why I can't lose weight. Give you a little secret. It's usually nuts and high fats. But anyway, they tend to underestimate how much they consume. There was a classic study done of overweight individuals who self-perceived as diet resistant. So their identity was, it's hard for me to lose weight. I lose weight slowly, that kind of thing. But actually they found out that these people had overestimated their energy expenditure, so how many calories they burned in a day through movement and stuff, by as much as 250 calories a day. And unknowingly, they underreported their food intake by 1,052 calories a day. So they were eating an excess of 1,000 calories and overestimating how many calories they were burning in a day. Small wonder that they struggled with their weight. Similarly, registered dietitians who are extremely educated about nutrition actually also show this trait where they will underestimate how many calories they're eating in a day when they're just eyeballing things. So you can learn a lot about nutrition when you're tracking. But if calories are so important, why do we care about eating healthy? Well, obviously, you know, the quality of our food, nutrient dense, fresh versus processed and fried, matters a great deal in preventing disease, in boosting our immune system, maintaining healthy tissues and energy, and helping our performance. So why do we care about macronutrients? Because what we do is we count macros. We don't count calories with our clients. Mm-hmm. And so basically we're counting macronutrients, which are the building blocks of all food. And it comes down to 3 building blocks: carbs, fats, and proteins. And we do keep an eye on micronutrients like vitamins and minerals, because those affect our health and body composition, and they have a direct impact on our performance goals. But, you know, we really care about carbs, fats, and proteins and the amounts we're having of each. So we track those in our programs, and we keep an eye on micronutrients, which are the health enhancing compounds. Carbs, fats, and proteins. In our experience, most of our ladies tend to overeat carbs and fats and undereat protein. And protein is such a huge game changer because it leads to increased feelings of fullness, which prevents snacking and overeating. And it keeps you feeling satisfied for longer. It reduces carb cravings, and it can help you with your body composition, meaning you can build more muscle when you get more protein. So if you want to lose weight, you can just focus on calories and portion sizes. But if you want to be healthy, you want to focus on the quality of food to ensure you get enough vitamins and micronutrients. But if you really want to transform your physique and achieve certain athletic goals, then you want to focus on macronutrients like protein and carbs. And we didn't talk about mindful eating. It is something that we touch on in our programs. If you want to be more in touch with your body, you want to practice mindful eating. But the main thing is macros and flexible dieting. That allows you to eat whatever you want as long as you're hitting your macros.
Yep. So, I mean, and that takes it back to the example you used with me with my ice cream every day. I prioritized my protein intake. Even then, I knew what I would do is I would pre-enter my ice cream that I wanted to have. If I knew that I wanted to have 200 grams of ice cream for dessert, I would enter that in first thing in the morning because it was a priority to me, because I knew that if I did not give myself that freedom to have that, then at some point I was going to get burnt out from only eating fruits and vegetables and, healthy labeled foods, because the burnout, it happens. It's real. It's not realistic to cut out these food groups. But by focusing on my protein and by planning that in, I knew in order to have that ice cream, I had to stay on track throughout the rest of the day. And I had to make sure I was eating nutritionally dense foods throughout the rest of the day as well. So my veggies, hitting my fiber goal, because fiber is a big one, having my fruits, and definitely focusing on that protein.
Yeah. I mean, there are bodybuilders who have gotten shredded eating Pop-Tarts.
Oh, yeah.
Like it really, like, you can eat anything you want. We work with clients. They're like, really, I can eat anything I want. Yes, you can eat anything you want as long as it fits your macros. You're good. And this removes a lot of fear of food for people because, by the time people work with us, in their head, they've built up a list of good foods and bad foods, things that they can't have or won't allow themselves to have. And they learn over time, I can eat this. Look at this. I had this. I had dessert. I didn't gain weight. Oh my God. It's very freeing. And I think that's the biggest transformation that we see with people is they lose that fear of food, which is wonderful.
I love it. I love it when I get feedback from a client and she's like, I went out to brunch and do you know that I had pancakes? Like, do you know the last time I allowed myself to have pancakes? I'm like, that's amazing. I love it. I just want to go give them a hug in that moment, because taking back that freedom and that power to make those choices that they previously thought, well, if I eat one pancake, I'm going to gain 20 pounds. It's very empowering to understand the science behind your meals and how your body processes it and how your body's going to respond. And those are all things that we talk about in all of our programs as well.
Yeah. So if you're interested in learning more about how to track macros and flexible eating, we developed a course called Eat for Your Goals. It's $30. It's a 1-hour crash course. We highly recommend you also take the 5-day challenge, which is free, where you implement and put into action everything you learn in the course, because really just reading things, you're not going to retain it. You're not going to learn it until you actually do it. So do the 5-day challenge. It's free. It's available on Facebook. Also, we have a free macro calculator, which I'd love to show you guys. So let me just bring up my screen here. And you can calculate your macros for yourself using our calculator on the website. So it doesn't work in kilos right now. It only works in pounds and inches. I just found that out from a European who tried to do it, and they entered in kilos for body weight. So if you go into the resources tab, you'll see this macro calculator. And here it is. You can punch in your numbers: male, female, age, height, weight, how much activity you do. and it will calculate your total daily energy expenditure. So how many calories it thinks you need in order to maintain your weight. And from there, you can decide to choose your goals. Do you want to lose weight slower, moderately, aggressive? Do you want to maintain bulk, which means add some muscle? And it will spit out macros that are probably going to be good for you. Keep in mind, if your goal is to lose weight and you're not losing the weight as quickly as you like, you might have to tweak it. This is going to give you it's like hitting a target. You're throwing darts and you're hitting a target. You're not going to hit the bullseye right off, but it'll give you an idea and you can drill in from there.
Yeah. And I also want to point out too, that just because you get these numbers once, if you adhere to them and they're working great, perfect. But if you adhere to them and you lose 20 pounds, you might notice they start to not work as well. At that point, you're going to have to adjust your macros again, because again, your macros are going to be a constant moving target as well. It's not going to stay the same.
Excellent point. We have the Eat for Your Goals course. We have the free macro calculator, and we also have a macro cooking class workshop coming up on May 10th. It's $15. It'll be about 2.5 hours long. And Coach Bree and Coach Tiffany and myself will all be cooking one meal from our high protein recipe pack. And we'll all be cooking together, and it's bring your own wine, bring your own beverage. We'll be doing it over Zoom together. We will send you a shopping list and the recipes in advance so you can prepare. And we're all going to cook together, and you can ask any questions you like about macros. We will be weighing things and entering them in MyFitnessPal so you can see how to create a recipe in MyFitnessPal and really understand deeply how to track your own macros accurately.
Mm-hmm.
That last one was so much fun.
It was great. I think that the biggest benefit of doing this macro workshop for the clients anyway is sometimes you can look at a YouTube video all day long and it might not click. But whenever you're doing it on live with someone and you have a specific question about how to do something, you can ask them and we can walk you through it together. So that's a big benefit of coming to that workshop.
Yeah. And it's only $15. Mm-hmm. So, you don't have to work with us in a coaching program. We would love to work with you, but we do have a lot of do-it-yourself materials. So if you want to lose weight, you can get the Eat for Your Goals course. You can use the free calculator. We've got free resources for you, and you can just get started on your own today. Because remember, there's no perfect time. Yeah.
Do we want to talk about our upcoming launch that we have real fast? Do you want to touch on that?
The Transformer program?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. We're opening doors on taking applications on Friday, April 15th. So if you have any questions about that, just comment below. But we're excited about this one. We do expect to sell out again. We have 40 spots for that program. So if you want to learn more about it, just get on the notification list. I can put the link in the comments below. You'll get a few emails about it to learn more about the program. It is a rapid weight loss program with a huge emphasis on nutrition education, psychology, mindset, and habit change. You need to be able to set aside about 3 hours a week in order to be successful in this program. It's a deep dive into your relationship with food, nutrition science, exercise, behavior change, all of that. So if you'd like to learn more, just comment below. I'll shoot you the link. Okay. I think that's it. Hey.
Yeah, I think that covers it. Thanks for showing up to the call today, guys. We currently have, it looks like 7 people on. I love it. I love seeing you guys on here. Make sure that if you think of any questions, even after the live is over, pop them in the comment section and we'll keep an eye on the comments and we'll respond to them as soon as we can. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Tiffany.
You're welcome.
See you later, everyone.
Bye.